The last session of the Bundestag before the general election, and no sign that the members of parliament had lost their taste for the fight. What you're doing simply isn't right, always blaming others. Anyone so inconsistent should not be responsible for Germany's security. The three-hour debate was billed as a chance to assess what Olaf Scholz's government has achieved in the last 3.5 years. But in fact, with the election less than 2 weeks away, this was nothing other than the campaign brought into the Bundestag chamber. Scholz repeated his accusation that CDU leader Friedrich Merz is ready to work closely with the far-right AfD party. Our citizens now know that if Friedrich Merz finds the compromise between Democrats too difficult, he will make common cause with them over there. Merz, the man most likely to be Germany's next chancellor, according to the polls, accused Chancellor Scholz and his Green deputy Robert Habeck of planning tax rises that would bring industry to its knees. Do you know how I see you, Mr. Habeck and Mr. Scholz? Like two managing directors who've driven the company into the ground, then go to the owners and say we would like to continue like this for another 4 years. That's how I see you. The debate focused on the economy and on the war in Ukraine. The Greens' lead candidate Robert Habeck said there was a danger a Conservative-led government might fail to act on the climate crisis. If Germany votes against climate protection on the 23rd, if Germany elects a government that does not apply itself to this issue, that has announced that it does not want to meet the climate targets, then Europe will not want to meet its climate protection targets. And if Europe falls over, then climate protection will be over. Meanwhile, Alice Weidel of the AfD, the hard-right party which all others say they will refuse to form a coalition with, underlined that she will continue to oppose even a changed government. The SPD and Greens have failed. The people have had enough of the ideological transformation of the left-green sectarians who have been in government. But you, Mr. Merz, you have already failed too. Because what you're doing is deceiving the voters. You will not be able to implement any of your promises with the SPD and Greens. The Bundestag can sometimes be a muted and well-mannered place, but on Tuesday there was real passion, a final flaring of the rhetorical flames before the voters make their decision.